Hey guys, this is Rob from Classic Car Living, and today we're here at the Dower Classic Car Museum where they have 55 cars restored to perfection. Along with that, they got gas pumps and a gas station. So let's go take a tour. 1929 Cadillac. This is gorgeous. Let's take a look at this Cadillac. What? There are some rare cars in this place, as you can see. This is the 1906 Cadillac. And it's sold for $950 with one cylinder. Let's take a look at some of the information so you guys can see. All right, this is the fabulous 50s. Here we have a 1957 Ford Thunderbird E-Type with two 4-barrel carburetors. Production was $21,380. $3,408 was the factory price. Has a 312 cubic inch engine with 285 horsepower. These cars have been restored to complete original, it looks like. What do you guys think about this car? (1956) Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Production was $2,150. The factory price was $6,501. Came with a 365 cubic inch with 305 horsepower, dual 4-barrel carburetor. These cars are absolutely flawless. Here we have a 1959 Dodge Custom Royal Lancer convertible. They were $984 in production. Factory price was $3,372. It's got the Super D 500 V8 with 345 horsepower. Look at the detail on this car. Gorgeous. They have all types of little things like this perfume machine that you can buy for 25 cents. A 1956 Dodge La Femme. Production was 1,000 from 1955 and 1956. The factory price was $2,801. It had a 315 cubic inch V8 with 218 horsepower. This was made for women. Look at the pattern. If you guys want, you can freeze the video and read it. Check this out, Pepsi Cola machine. This 1960 Pontiac Bonneville convertible, 17,062 were in production. Factory price was $3,408 with a 389 cubic inch, 303 horsepower. What do you guys think of this? Any of these cars, have you seen these? There's a lot of these cars I've never seen, let alone in this condition. It's unbelievable. You can tell the love and the passion that they have for these cars. They are absolutely mint condition. This is a 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado Deluxe Coupe, $34,630 in production. $4,779 was the factory price, and it came with a 425 cubic inch, 385 horsepower. We're in the 60s now, so looks like they broke it up by eras. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more details on these cars because I've never seen this car in person. Let's check out the back. Have you guys ever seen a car like this? Guys, let me know in the comments if you've seen these cars, if you have any stories about these cars, because that's what classic cars are about, the stories. Does anybody know what this is? This is on a Cadillac. Okay, I'm going to bring you around. Does anybody know what that is? If you do, then put it in the comments and I will highlight your name in the next video after this. Let's see if you guys know. Here we have a 1963 Chevy Impala Super Sport hardtop. 16,920 were built, priced at $2,774 with a 409 cubic inch, 425 horsepower. SS Impala. I'm going to go all the way around. Those tail lamps are awesome. Let's take a look inside. Look at all the paperwork on this Impala. 1958 Ford Fairlane 500 Skyliner with a retractable hardtop. There were 14,713 that were made at a factory price of $3,138. Came with a 352 cubic inch Interceptor, 4-barrel carburetor with 300 horses. You guys have seen one like this before. Bob Mayer, my friend, has one. We have a 1954 Mercury Monterey Woody Wagon. The production was 11,658 with a factory price of $2,776. 256 cubic inch, 162 horsepower. I'm going under the ropes. I gotta show the detail on this. Look at this. It's 1953 Buick Roadmaster Estate Wagon. Only 670 were made for $3,254. It came with a 322 cubic inch with 188 horsepower on the wood. We have a 1956 Pontiac. It's a Safari two-door wagon. Production was only 4,042 were made, $3,124, and if you wanted AC, $431. 316 cubic inches with 216 horsepower. Hey guys, so we made it here to the gas station. Let's go check it out. Look how awesome. They recreated this Texaco station. Anyone need their tire changed? So tell me guys, what do you think? Have you seen these things before? Does it bring back memories or what? Let me know in the comments. Anybody have a dime or a quarter to ride this? Only 25 cents for a ride. Look at all these pumps. Anybody need air? Look at this. These things are mint condition. He's done a great job in this museum. Excuse me, sir. Can you give me a fill up and clean my windshield? Thank you. Remember those days? Here's some gas stations, photos, so you guys can see. Let me know if you guys recognize any of these gas stations. Maybe you lived there, you grew up in this. That's how they used to do it. Come over to your car, check everything for you. Get the wheel balancer. Did anybody ever work on one of these back in the day? It's got the pedal. Here's the model, it's a Weaver. Cadillac convertible Fleetwood four-door sedan. Production under $9,000 for all body styles. For a factory price of $3,730, and it came with 346 cubic inch V8, 135 horsepower. Wow. Look at the height of this thing. Think you got plenty of room there? So they have all types of things. Look at this. Oh boy. I remember growing up and my dad, you'd pull on these little things right here and your cigarette would come out at the bottom. It would come out right there for only 25 cents. I am not sure what this is, but if anybody does know, it's I guess how you tune up the car. Anybody know what this was? Make a comment, let me know. Did you work on one of these things? I guess it would show you here if the car was tuned properly. We got more gas pumps, all different eras. Here's the air. This is how you would add your air, remember? Spin this right here. I'm gonna stick with these gas pumps here for a little bit because I just think they're awesome. If you guys like this type of memorabilia and gas pumps, you gotta check out my other video that I did with Meekum, where I did all these gas pumps and all the signs. To me, it's just so nostalgic. Look at this. All right, anyone know what this is? Did you work on this? Battery voltage, vacuum. This is awesome. Tells you Ford 1941 to 48, all the different another Texaco pump. And then we got another motor tester. Let's go in close. Booster. Anybody use one of these? I'm just curious. So what do you guys think so far? You guys enjoying it? Let's keep going and let's see what else they got. Anybody work with a headlight tester? Look at this. Pretty cool. All right, now we have a 1959 Chevy Impala convertible. 72,765 were made at $2,967. It came with a 348 cubic inch, 3 two-barrel carburetors with 280 horsepower. Look how long this thing is. Here's a 1960 Edsel Ranger convertible. Only 76 were made. Factory price was $3,000, and it came with a 292 cubic inch V8 with 200 horsepower. This collection is insane. If you guys appreciate classic cars and cars that are in absolute mint condition, AACA winners, you have to come to the Dower Museum. For the folks who can't make it, you're getting a tour, the VIP tour, because they won't let you beyond the rope, so at least you got that. Look at these fenders. Look how shiny that thing is. It's like it came out of the factory. 1956 Oldsmobile Series 98 Starfire convertible. Only 8,581 were made. $3,380. Came with 324 cubic inches, 240 horsepower. It's a convertible. So I didn't know the Dower Museum was going to roll out the red carpet for me. Just kidding. They have old TV equipment, so I was an old TV photojournalist. So I'll show it to you real quick, but I won't bore you. So now we've reached all the Cadillacs. Let's go check it out. We have a 1956 Imperial Limousine. Production was only 955 at $6,773. It came with a 365 cubic inch at 285 horsepower. Here we have a 1959 Sedan DeVille. Production was $12,308 at $5,498 with a 390 cubic inch, 350 horsepower. A lot of these cars on this side are closed, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get you a shot from the inside, but the outsides are spectacular. Look at that. See the rounded window? See if you can see it there. Isn't that cool? Oh, you can see in this one a little bit. There you go. Here's a 1960 Cadillac, 1,285 in production only. It was $7,401. Came with a 390 V8 with 345 horsepower. I'll give you the reflection because there's tight space. We have a 1958 Cadillac Eldorado convertible with 815 in production only. It was $7,500, 365 cubic inch with 335 horsepower. The detail on this car is insane. Here we got a 1954 Eldorado convertible, only 2,150 were produced at $5,738, 331 cubic inches, 230 horsepower. It's like when you look at these cars, you feel like you're in a time machine. They're just mint. Here's a 65 Cadillac Eldorado, which had 2,125 in production, $6,754. Here's a 76 Eldorado convertible, 14,000 in production, $11,000. Came with a 500 cubic inch with 215 horsepower. 1978 Eldorado, 46,000 in production, $13,000. A 1959 Chrysler New Yorker Town and Country, only 564 were made, $5,212. Came with a 413 cubic inch Golden Lion V8 and 350 horsepower. Station wagon with that back seat that you can hang in the back. Remember that, guys? This is awesome. Brings back a lot of memories. Anybody want to order some food? How fun is that? Is that awesome or what? Let's take a look at some of these. Anybody recall or remember using any of these? Look at the spark plugs. I remember this vividly when my dad would use this as a kid. We have a 1954 Oldsmobile 98 Starfire convertible. Only 6,800 were made. They were 2,953. Came with a 303 cubic inch, 185 horsepower. Here we have a 1957 Eldorado, only 400 made, 13,074. 365 cubic inch, two 4-barrel carburetors at 325 horsepower. Look at the detail on this roof. I don't know if you can tell. How cool is that? Chris, tell me about this Cadillac.
Okay, so basically this Cadillac is a 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham. To put things in perspective, you may have seen some of these Cadillacs in the Cadillac showroom behind you. An Eldorado Seville, which is a very elegant, nice car. Back in '58, it cost $7,500, which plus or minus is about $85,000 in today's money.
Okay.
This car was the creme de la creme. This was the top of the line Cadillac at the time, and it was a Brougham. That was the top of the line model. Huh. And they produced this car to compete with Lincoln. Lincoln had a Mark II, which had a stainless steel top. So Cadillac produced this car. It also has a stainless steel top. But what it has are some very special doors.
Show us.
So I'm going to show you the doors, okay?
Awesome, great.
So
we'll go under the rope. All right.
All right, so, and again, this car, remember I mentioned the Cadillac Eldorado?
Correct.
$7,500 at the time. This car was over $13,000.
So in today's money would be?
So in today's money, this car is probably 150 grand.
Wow.
Right? So, stainless steel top, of course.
I saw that earlier, yeah.
Right? You didn't see this though.
Oh, wow. Is this the only model that had this?
For Cadillac,
Yeah?
yes.
Wow.
Lincoln had their own suicide door model, yeah.
But this was competing with Lincoln.
Yes, right. So this car is in original condition. This one's not restored.
Wow. Unrestored.
Unrestored.
Wow.
And this car, when it came from factory, inside of the glove box, they had six shot glasses.
No.
I guess they used to drink and drive back then, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
The first time I saw one of these cars was in Japan, and I was at a car show in Japan, and I thought, wow, I wonder why we don't have one of these. So when I came back and I said to the owner, why don't we have a Brougham? He says, I do. It's in California. I'm going to be bringing it to the museum.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Check out this ambulance behind me. Let's go take a look and see what it looks like inside. Check out this ambulance. It's a 1971 Cadillac. Superior coach from Ohio. Only 2014 were made with 472 cubic inch engine and a 375 horsepower. Look at this. With the old medical equipment and everything. Anyone needs to be shocked? Even this ambulance is just mint condition. Oh my gosh, look at that. It was in the emergency room. It was in the emergency room for over 25 years. Anybody need more ice cream? Look at that. It's a 1949 Kaiser Vagabond. There was only 3,780 made for $2,288. It had 226 cubic inch with only 112 horsepower. Got your luggage ready? Look how cool is this? Get your tent up, you can go camping. Screened in window. Remember that? Drive-in movies. It's a 1958 Chevy Impala convertible, $55,989 in production, only $2,841. Had a 348 cubic inch 3.2-barrel carburetor with 280 horsepower. Let's go from this side. So what do you guys think so far? You enjoying this? In 1958, Chrysler New Yorker convertible, only 666 were made, $4,761. It came with a 392 cubic inch Hemi with 345 horsepower. I have never seen one of these. Have you guys? Comment, let me know. Oh look, they got their food tray ready. 1955 Oldsmobile, Series 98 Starfire convertible. Only 9,149 were in production at $3,276. Came with a 324 cubic inch at 202 horsepower. Chrome. A 1947 Cadillac convertible coupe, 6,755 production, only $2,902, with a 346 cubic inch, 150 horsepower. Leave it here. See if we can. '54 Buick Skylark convertible, only 836 were in production for $4,355. 322 cubic inch with 200 horsepower. It's a little tight, and I really do not want to mess with the paint jobs here. Look at that. Look how cool. The candy machine. 1958 Oldsmobile 98 Holiday Coupe, 11,012 in production, $4,020 was the factory price. Came with a 371 cubic inch with 305 horsepower. I love those lines. It's like a spaceship. It's got that rounded window. '58 Buick Caballero wagon. Production was 4,456 at $3,831. 364 cubic inch at 300 horsepower. What do you guys think of this? I remember sitting in the back of these. Here's a 1958 Roadmaster convertible, 1181 production, $4,680. Came with a 364 cubic inch with 300 horsepower. Guys, this is crazy how the condition of these cars. It's a little tight, so it's kind of hard to get you everything, but look at this interior, how funky. It's like a couch at your house. We have this 58 Pontiac Bonneville Custom Sport Coupe. Only 3,096 were in production at $3,586. Had a 370 cubic inch with 300 horsepower. Look how funky this back window is. Nice round. It's got the brake lights up there. It's closed, so hard to see. A 1957 Dodge half-ton swept-sided D100 pickup truck. It came with a 315 cubic inch V8 with 204 horsepower. Look at that bed. Here we go, another ice cream truck. This is a 1953 Ford Good Humor truck. It had 2,000 in production. Came with a price of $5,200. Flathead V8, 3-speed, 110 horsepower. Very basic. Look at the prices. That's not happening anymore. Take a look at this Cadillac. This is absolutely gorgeous. The color. Look at the details. I'm going to get nice and close so you can see it. Is that amazing? All right, let me go over this. Guys, this by far is my favorite. I love blue, and this is just amazing. It doesn't have any information on what year or what it came with, but if you guys know, please let me know in the comments. Just this color, look at this color. Look at that paint with the white walls. It's a 1953 Oldsmobile 98, $27,920, $2,771. Came with a 303 cubic inch with 165 horsepower V8. So now here we're at the most important part of this museum, the Triple Crown of American cars. In 1952, General Motors decided to produce a revolutionary trio of automobiles for the National Auto Show known as the Motorama cars. They were traditionally custom, one-of-a-kind cars that showcased future design concepts and were later destroyed. There was such overwhelming public response to the trio that GM decided to produce them in a limited quantity for 1953. Thus, the first year of the Eldorado joined the Buick Skylark and Olds Fiesta. The Fiesta was only built for 1 year and was not even illustrated in the sales brochure. This complete set is highly desirable. So to have all three of these cars in this museum is absolutely insane. This is a 1975 Pontiac Firebird Esprit. The important part is this is the owner's wife's Firebird that she owned. She was the original owner and bought this car in 1974. So I have to be real careful. And remember, classic cars is all about the memories. So let's just showcase this beautiful thing. This 1958 convertible had 9,168 production. Factory price was 3,591 with 283, 230 horsepower base motor. And again, more memorabilia, traffic signal, post office box, candy machine. This 1930 Model A Roadster pickup truck. It was 3,429 were made and it was only $430. Came with a 200.5 CL head 4-cylinder with 40 horsepower at 2,200 RPM. I didn't realize how fun these Model A's are to ride in. This is going to be tight, so I'm not going to really be able to get in there, but this is a 50 Pontiac sedan delivery. Only 2,158 were made at 1,800 bucks. As you can see, back there is a delivery truck. This is a 54 International Harvester 4x4 station wagon. Woody, that is insane. This one, only 5 were made, cost $4,875, came with a 220 cubic inch at 104 horsepower. Here's the restoration of it. Look how gorgeous that thing is. Then we have this 1941 Cadillac limo. Only 75 were made for $3,920. Came with a 346 cubic inch engine and 150 horsepower. Now we got a little 1957 Little Chief. 1957 Little Chief farming tractor. And this 1946 Oliver Orchid tractor. I spoke to the owner off camera and he says that every vehicle here runs and drives. So not only the condition is amazing, they work. All right, we're going into the shop.
So this is our workshop. Okay, so this is the workshop where the guys who are here during the week, you know, they work on cars. We have cars in here that are being stored. So the owner of the museum has 6 kids. So when they were 16, 17, they purchased them all a car. That was their first car.
Okay.
The second car, they had to get for themselves.
Gotcha.
Okay? But anyway, they're all grown people now with their families. So the mother, her first car is here. You may have seen
I saw that,
the
yes.
Firebird.
Yeah.
So some of the kids, I want my car to be in here, my first car.
Oh, so
this car here, this BMW, is his oldest daughter's first car. He has 2 twin boys who are doctors. He's a doctor, his twin boys are doctors.
okay.
That's one of them, the Cadillac here.
Gotcha.
And this is a BMW 3 Series. That's the other
Gotcha.
twins. Right next to it, that's an Audi A4. That's the youngest son's Audi. And
this is the workbench, I guess?
this is a workbench, you know, so as you can see, they're going through things. They've either spray painted. We have a little spray paint booth right over here. We can paint parts, not cars,
Gotcha.
you know, or doors, but little parts. So they're working on stuff here. This here is, I think this one here is a 1941 Eldorado that they're working on.
So they do all the work here in-house?
We don't do all of the work. Mechanical work, we'll do most of the work here because we have people who can. Or if there's something that we can't do, we'll farm it out.
Gotcha.
Okay. If we get a car and the car, we're not doing full restorations now, but if we buy a car at auction and it needs certain things, we may send it out to a painter who paints classic cars, etc., and that type of stuff. Nice. This red car covered up here, it's a 1988 Aston Martin Volante Vantage. It's a convertible. It belongs to his youngest son.
Oh, wow.
Right? So.
You got all types of stuff here.
Yeah. That's an Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. It has a V8 350 motor in it, I believe.
Nice. So, tell me a little bit about you. Like, what's your website?
Oh, me?
Yeah. What do you do? You told me you were...
Yeah. So I'm a concierge, auto consultant, auto advisor, and what I do is I broker car deals for clients across the country. So a lot of people, especially women, they hate walking into car dealerships. You know, I handle their deals.
And you come here for the weekends, you said?
I come here one day a week just to tinker around with the cars. It's my escape, you know, my relief.
That's a great thing, and I'm glad that I was here when you got here, because that's awesome.
So they're working on this 59 Eldorado. It's a beautiful color paint. So quite possibly these cars are going to a show that they're getting them ready for.
Gotcha. And most of his cars he gets at auctions, or how does he?
Well, a lot of the cars we either found them in a dilapidated state, and then he purchased it because he wanted that car, and then we bring it back, right? Or we will purchase a car at auction, or we'll buy from another collection, right? Or the newer cars, we purchase them new.
Gotcha.
And just push them in here, you know, if it's special.
This is great.
That's a Pontiac Bonneville that you're walking towards, this bronze-colored car.
Just every car in here is just in a spectacular condition.
So the thing is that these cars, we enter them into, you know, of course, you know, AACA classic car shows. So they're going to be judged.
Gotcha.
So
they have to be perfect.
They have to be perfect, or as close as to as new, you know, when they were new as possible.
Does he ever go to like the Pebble Beach?
So yeah, he does. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the cars that we have here are entered into quality shows across the country. You know, Amelia Island. Right. You know, and there are other shows.
Nice. So this is where the magic is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one here, 61 Cadillac Eldorado. It's lavender. If you notice, the hubcaps are lavender as well.
Oh, wow.
Right. So this car, when the sun hits it, the women go crazy over it. And it's ostrich leather interior.
What? Amazing. He's a big Cadillac fan, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, everybody collects everything else. So he's a Cadillac guy. He likes Cadillacs.
Gotcha.
And he collects a lot of Cadillacs. Yeah. I mean, we collect everything else that's but his focus is probably Cadillac. And we actually have a Cadillac on order now. It's Cadillac's latest creme de la creme. It's on order. I'm not sure exactly when it'll get here, but that Cadillac before you start adding different features, it starts at over 300,000. Yeah. Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much for
You're
the
quite
tour.
welcome.
I really appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you are in South Florida, you have to come to the Dower Museum. I'll put the information down below in the description. Till next week, take care.